Alright guys, I officially have gotten the head on. Damn, this block's coming together real fast. Everything looks pretty damn good. I'm gonna point out that when you get your block, or if you are gonna install a head, make sure you clean the ports where the head studs go. Because when I was torquing this thing down, one of the bolts was not seating all the way down, and it's because there was stuff in the port. So basically what I had to do was unbolt everything, take the head back off, clean it out with basically some pipe cleaning kit, use whatever you can, carb cleaner, and then just basically blew it out with an air hose. I will recommend ARP head studs, and it's not the fact that, yeah, they last up to 3 times, or basically I've never actually had a problem with a block. You can use them as long as you can. The one thing that is good about them is they go into the block, and when they're sticking up, you can then put your head gasket on. And the cool thing about that is you don't have to worry about, like, say you put the head on and you're moving, you didn't get it like perfect, so now you're moving the head, you're moving the gasket, you're trying to find the hole for the bolt to go in. And it's not the case with ARP head studs. They stick up, you put the gasket, you line up the head, you're done. Then it's just torquing it down. Another thing I want to mention is get a book, because the book will actually state the right torque spec. When I was doing my engine build, I was following a D series, and everyone's just like, oh, it's just a little baby brother of the F series, you know. So when the guy was like, oh, I'm torquing my head at a maximum of 60 pounds, I figured, oh, my head gets torqued to 60 pounds too. Well, that's not the case. I actually don't have a 2-step torque with this head. I actually have a 3-step. So the first step would be 30 foot-pounds. Then the second step would be 50 foot-pounds. And then the last step is 80 foot-pounds. So I'm just pointing that out just in case any of you guys haven't done it. Maybe you have an F series. Maybe I can help you out with that. Now, over here, I got my camshaft all lined up. As you can see, I got the mark. So, got the mark right there. Got the mark over here. It's lined up with the head. All the marks down there are lined up. I am ready to start putting my belts on. So in the next video, that's where I'll complete that. Another thing is back here, it's where your crossover pipe goes. As you can see, my water pump's right there. Yes, it can spin freely. It's good. It's brand new. One thing I want to say about when I brought my block to Universal, they didn't make any mention about leaving the crossover pipe on. And when I took it to Fult's machine shop, when I got my block back, it was off. And I was like, hey man, why is it off? And he's just like, well, you're supposed to take this off because he's like, you don't want any cleaning solvent going in the pipe. Next you know, it gets into the water pump, or vice versa, it could rot out the pipe. And I'm like, ah, okay. Because he's like, you don't want that in your cooling system. Well, I told him, I'm like, I was checking out my pipe, and I noticed there was some damage on it. And I was just like, what the hell? And he's like, nah, dude. He's like, I had to have been Universal, because they left the pipe on. And let's see if we can point this out. Oh, sorry, guys. All right, here we are. As you can see, this pipe is out of round. It is bent to fuck. I mean, just horrible. So I had to go down to the salvage yard, grab a new pipe. Not really new, came off an old one. But check that out. See how round that is? That's how this should look. Because if I was to use that pipe, it would not seal up my thermostat housing, and I'd definitely have a big coolant leak. So I'm just pointing that out. If any of you guys come across the same issue, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So let me get the belts on, and I'll make a new video on that. But yeah, this is coming together pretty fast.